So here are some examples of contract disputes. One example is a contractor or a service provider who didn't get paid, and they're suing to get paid for their work. Another example is someone who's a customer who paid for some service and some product, and delivery happened and they were totally dissatisfied with the work. So think about a situation where you paid for landscaping in your yard and the landscaper came in and messed up the irrigation or did something to cause a problem in your yard or your homeowners association. Another common type of litigation is just a lawsuit for money owed. There are lots of situations where you might purchase a business or borrow money, and you are going to give a promissory note to somebody. You're going to promise to pay an amount, and for whatever reason you don't pay, and they're going to go to court and sue you for what they say is owed on the note. Another example of civil litigation in the business realm is unfair competition. There's a scenario where there's a trusted, loyal business partner or employee who leaves the business and then goes into competition with the business and starts diverting customers, takes confidential information from the business, and is basically unfairly attacking your business. And so those cases sometimes go to court. Another type of litigation is where the officers and directors or managers of a company are accused of breaching their duties. And so maybe they're in that position with a company and they're treating the company like their own personal piggy bank and taking more than they're allowed to take, or sneakily taking company opportunities and converting them to themselves. And so that would be kind of a corruption situation or unfaithful management situation. Personal injury claims are a type of civil litigation. Our office does not handle those either from the point of view of the injured victim or the company who's being sued. When a company comes to us and says, I've been sued for personal injury, the first thing we say is, pull out your insurance policies, your automobile policy, your commercial general liability policy, your E&O policy. We'll pull out all the policies, even a homeowner's policy sometimes. We'll pull out all the policies and give notice to the insurers, and more often than not, the insurance company will take over the defense of that lawsuit, and they'll appoint an attorney who speaks up in your behalf. Now, in Nevada, we have a special avenue to handle certain business-related lawsuits. It's called business court. It's a designation that was created by our state legislature, and each of the counties has the ability to designate one or more judges as business court judges. Business court judges are directed and authorized to give high priority to business disputes in recognition of the fact that business disputes need a quick resolution. And they're also authorized to use aggressive case management techniques to keep the case on track so that it can be resolved promptly. Beyond that, each business court judge who serves in our state has his or her own idea of what it means to give priority to the business court case and what kind of special procedures they prefer in their courtrooms. Other frequent cases that courts see would include business purchases gone bad, where two parties came together and sold a business, and then at some point the buyer either decided to stop paying or decided that they didn't get what they paid for, and one or the other will initiate litigation over that business purchase gone bad. Other examples include where there's a business relationship and both sides are agreeing to do some things, and one side is not satisfied with the other side's performance, and so we've got to deal with that. Other claims include contractors enforcing mechanics liens. So they do work on commercial property or even residential property, and they don't get paid, so they put a lien on the property, and then they go to foreclose on the lien so they can get paid for their work. So I've lived and practiced long enough to know that there's really no limit to the kinds of crazy situations that can end up being a civil lawsuit. And so if you have a crazy situation going on in your business and you have a question about that and how to bring it to a close before it goes to lawsuit, or how to stop the lawsuit that's already pending, give us a call at the Sierra Crest Business Law Group.